Hi, my name is WIshon, and I wanted to take a few moments of your time to tell you a little bit about the golf equipment industry, how it's gotten to the point where it is today, and where it's headed in the future. You know, this is really an old game. You know, the origins go back to the 1400s, but from the standpoint of golf equipment, nothing really changed until the early 1900s. Through the late 1800s, golf clubs were built, one club at a time, for one golfer at a time, by club makers. Well, as the game grew in popularity through the early 1900s, the demand for golf clubs also increased. So the club makers gave way to golf club companies. And as the game kept growing, more and more golf club companies came onto the scene, making golf clubs to fill the demand by the golfers. Well, the trend began to establish where did the golfers go to buy their golf clubs? They went to the golf course. So the golf club companies began to build their golf clubs in a standard form, one set of specifications, same lengths, same lofts, same lie series, same face angles, same weights, same everything, so that they could ship the clubs pre-built to the golf courses to be sold off the rack to all the increasing number of golfers. Well, as the golf club companies increased in number, competition came about. How did the golf club companies compete for sales of the golf clubs to golfers? By developing new technologies for the golf clubs that they would market to the golfers to create the demand and the interest for the golfers to go in and buy the clubs to go play with them. You know, and during the 1900s, there have really been some quite remarkable technologies that have been developed. I'll give you an example of a few. Steel shafts in the 1920s came along to replace hickory, and with it came a lot more accuracy and control over the shot. Cavity back irons, hollow body investment cast metal woods increased the perimeter weighting of the golf club, so the off-center hit were much better. How poorly you'd hit the ball when you hit it off-center, was reduced quite a bit. Then came graphite shafts, and the weight of the golf club was reduced significantly, so with the same exact effort, the golfer could gain clubhead speed and distance. Then we ran into the era where titanium became the predominant material for making wood heads, and with its elastic properties, the coefficient of restitution, the spring face capability, and more ball speed for more distance came about automatically. Most recently, we've had the advent of the hybrid body clubs as a replacement for the hard-to-hit long irons. Well, these are what I call remarkable, significant technologies. And what I mean by that is when a golfer buys a golf club with a remarkable technology, they're going to notice that difference in the form of differences in the way they hit the ball, improvement in the way they hit the ball, within the first time that they go out and hit the clubs. Well, there's a lot of competition among golf club companies because there are a lot of companies out there. So over this whole era, there have been a whole lot of very unremarkable technologies as well. Things that can be measured as a difference in one golf club versus another, but when the golfer goes out and hits the clubs the first time, second time, third time, 10th time, nothing much different really happens. Well, what this has done is created a lot of confusion for golfers out there because all the golf club companies will develop their technologies and they will go out there and market them and make them sound as if they're significant, make them sound as if the golfers can buy the golf clubs and gain immediately improvement in the way they hit the ball. And that's a difficult situation for the non-technically minded golfer to be able to evaluate a new golf club technology and determine whether or not it really is something that's going to help them play the game a little bit better. Well, I'm going to tell you a hard fact of life about golf club technology today. It's used up. There are no more significant, remarkable technologies that will go into golf clubs that golfers will take out the first time, hit the ball, and see a remarkable change in the way they hit the ball, except one. There's one remarkable, significant technology left that the vast majority of golfers have never been subjected to, and if they were, they could see immediate improvement right from the first time they hit the ball. Well, how do I know this? How can you believe me when I tell you that technology is used up in golf clubs? I have 37 years experience in the golf equipment industry. I started my career as a PGA golf professional, and like most PGA pros, giving lessons, teaching golfers, but I got hooked on the equipment side of the game. And I developed a strong passion for trying to discover why some golf clubs worked for certain golfers and other golf clubs didn't. And over the course of 37 years, I've had the opportunity, a lot of self-training, a lot of mentoring, a lot of study, and a lot of experience in designing more than 200 different original models of golf clubs and doing research and development to find out what works for golfers and why, and what golf club elements don't work for golfers and why that is as well. I can tell you this because in my experience as a club designer, I've been required to design in every form of golf club design imaginable. I've had to design in investment casting, in forging, injection molding. I've had to work with all kinds of materials from all alloys of steel, alloys of titanium, aluminum, even plastic materials as well. I've had the opportunity to write 9 books in my career because I wanted to share what I learned along the way with people who were interested. Most recently, I've had the opportunity to write books that were aimed at regular golfers with non-technically minded training out there to explain to them exactly how golf clubs work. And here's how they work. The golf club industry markets the golf clubs to you on the basis of their technology, to get you interested, to make you believe that this new technology could help you play better. But they put all of those technologies, whether they're remarkable or whether they're unremarkable, into golf clubs that are made to one set of standard average specifications. They do this because they can't be like the original club makers of the 1800s. They cannot build one club at a time for one golfer at a time to fit that golfer's size, strength, athletic ability, and swing characteristics. To be able to make their forecasts for their financial projections, they have to build their golf clubs standard, mass-produced, one-size-fits-all, so that they can sell millions of these golf clubs every single year. And that's too bad, because golfers, as I said, are as different as fingerprints. The next time you go out on the driving range, just take a look around and see what you're looking at. Men and women of many different sizes, strengths, athletic abilities, swing characteristics are all different. And how could this population of golfers play to the very best of their ability using golf clubs that are mass-produced to one standard set of specifications? Well, what is that one remarkable technology that's left to be discovered by the majority of golfers? It is professionally accurate custom club fitting. Building the golf club one club at a time, so the lengths, the lofts, the lie angles, the face angles, the shaft flex, the shaft weight, the total weight, the swing weight balance, and the grip size all precisely match each different golfer's combination of size, strength, athletic ability, and swing characteristics. If that's done right for each individual golfer, they will see a remarkable change in the way they hit the ball and improvement in how they play the game within the first or second time they use the clubs. So that's the facts of life about the golf equipment industry. If you're completely interested in playing to the best of your ability, then there is only one way you need to buy your golf clubs, and that is to be professionally custom fit so that those golf clubs match you in exactly your manner of play.